AlphaJams, a fantastic tool. So let's see some settings, because if you turn everything on, you end up with a basically unusable situation. So let's see how we can make our lives a little bit easier. So first of all, I'm going to turn off the mode, so the full C minor scale. If you want to practice your 6th and your 9s, they would be over there. So sometimes it's useful. For now, we'll turn them off and go back to the basic pentatonics. This is the blue note. Let's turn this off for now as well. This already looks a lot better. But let's shape it some more. This is a piece in C minor. So we could say, let's go over, or let's turn off the chord notes for now as well. So for instance, this could be a nice range. And if you wanted to limit yourself even further, just to box 1 and 2, you can do that too. And the nice thing about it is you can shift this whole thing over. So if you want to focus higher on the neck, you can let it, yeah, that's very easy. So, all right, so let's lock this in. Then we have chord notes. So let's see, let's turn those on. Now you see the root and the 5th and the 7th. So in chord notes, now it shows all. You can also limit yourself here. So you could also say, I just want to see the 1st, the 3rd and the 5th, the root, the 3rd and the 5th. So let's do that too. Let's turn the chord notes on. And so this is my basic C minor chord here. But I can't see the notes or the intervals anymore. So this is not the best. If you want to really practice with your chord notes, which I highly recommend, then we have to go over here. And this can be a bit tricky. So for instance, if I go back and I go into the settings of my instrument, I can see, you know, how much frets I want to see. I can, you know, make this a little shorter here. So let's leave this at 21, that's fine. How to get back, and I sort of got lost here. I didn't know how to get back. Eventually I discovered that this is a submenu, and yeah, you have to click here to go back to the main menu. So if that happens to you, watch for the arrow over here to go back to the main menu, because here you go to chord notes and you could say scientific, then you get just the names of the notes. I like the interval the best. So now in the yellow dots, the intervals are being shown, which is great. Because if for instance, we go back to the G minor here, now the R, this is a G note. So the root of the G minor is, I can find it over here. So that is great to know, or over here. So that is, yeah, that's great to know. And the 3rd of the G minor chord, the 5th. So that's pretty easy to locate those notes. And that's really helpful when you're practicing your chord notes. Then back to over here. So you could also say, I also want to see the 7th. Well, there's no 7th in the progression, so it doesn't display any difference now, but you can pick here what you like. And if you want to limit yourself here to just the power chords, that's fine too. So now you have just the root and your 5. So the 3rd is missing here. Anyway, the moral of the story is by limiting what you can display, you can make your life a lot easier and practice a lot more fun. So that's what I wanted to show you in this video. And so here we go. Have fun with AlphaJams and happy jamming. See you next time.